Facebook censors and downgrades Aish.com, one of the largest sources of Jewish content on the web, for publicizing the fact that Amazon.com is literally selling some of the most rabid anti-Semitic content in human history. I'm JP Katz. You're listening to the newsfeed at tribejournal.org.
On Aish.com social channels, on Instagram and Facebook, we posted a slide through, which is multiple images or frames as part of a singular story, bringing light to the fact that Mein Kampf is available for sale on Amazon. Mein Kampf is obviously Hitler's autobiographical manifesto. We educated on what it was, when it was written, at the various times that it's been in print, out of print, and how it became a bestseller, and at one point was required reading and actually a gift from the German government to newlyweds in Germany. And the post was actually got tremendous interest, engagement, and then suddenly it disappeared. So it was removed by Instagram. It was flagged for being against their privacy policy and against their community guidelines. And it said the reason was for violence and prohibited violent content. So we obviously have the right to appeal. You always can appeal. And we thought that once, because there's AI here, right? Like there's just something sweeping for certain words, certain triggers, et cetera. So we know that a lot of times things can happen just on a first initial sweep by a bot, that maybe there's something flagging something, removing it, pending appeal, et cetera. But once we appealed and we explained, that this is an educational piece of content, we're not glorifying this, we're certainly not promoting this, and explained the organization that we are from, it still was censored and still remained removed. And not only that, what happens is then the account got flagged and downgraded. We started to lose certain features, branded content tools, and obviously then our reach was severely compromised. So way less people were seeing our content, and we were doing a lot in that space at that particular time as we saw this next wave of anti-Semitism, educating about anti-Semitism. One of the great slide throughs that we did was how to talk to your kids about anti-Semitism, and all of our content, the reach suddenly plummeted. So then we actually went so far as to put money and to put paid ads behind our content to make sure that it would be seen. And our core principle is to educate the masses. We really feel like we believe in the power of know, K-N-O-W, right? The more you know, the better that we'll have peace, unity, understanding, et cetera. And so that was very much our core educational principle for Aish. So we put our money where our mouth is and we doubled down. And in the face of that, we actually invested in paid promotions and paid ads. And 90% of our ads, any ad that promoted anything that had to do with anti-Semitism, was actually barred from running. So
they just stopped it entirely. They wouldn't let you run ads.
They didn't even let it go. It's not like they started and stopped. It was like your ad does not qualify, will not be running.
Every ad that mentioned anti-Semitism, your money's no good here, says Facebook.
Correct. Yeah. We don't even want your money.
Wow.
Yeah, I never even thought about it like that. Correct.
Wow.
We were able to promote, we do Hebrew letter of the day, Hebrew name of the day, we do inspirational quotes. So those all that's sort of part of what we'll call content, which is great and excellent. It's certainly part of our educational repertoire, but at a time when education around anti-Semitism is so important. And by the way, our target audience is Jews. We're not sitting here that we're trying to educate the masses and the non-Jews. Obviously, that comes along, they ride along as a side effect. That's fantastic. But there's such an importance right now in terms of Jewish pride and people understanding why the Jews. We have an incredible webinar. Why the Jews? What is the story behind history's longest standing and most irrational hatred? And that's a webinar moderated by Rabbi Elliot Matthias from Aish. And we wanted to promote that, create content to promote that so people can understand the root cause of this and what this means and not let it affect them, their Jewish pride and their sense of identity. People were hiding, people were scared. And yeah, we couldn't promote the content.
I wish I could say it's unbelievable. Unfortunately, with everything that's going on in current events these days, especially online and with Facebook, it's actually quite believable. Thanks for watching, friends. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and sign up for our newsletter at tribejournal.org, just in case we get kicked off of social media too. Can't hurt.